Visit ccgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center, another video, and today's video I will play with Luxray deck, the deck that I used at my live stream a couple days ago, the deck that I just decided to build just from the fun fact, and the deck that I fell in love actually because it's just broken in my opinion. We have that item lock deck once again in the center format. It just needs to get maybe couple more things to be even more broker than it is right now. So we have Luxio with Disconnect, and we have Shinx with Evolutionary Advantage that can simply be used at the turn 1, and then we can just, you know, if we go second on the turn 1, we can use Shinx to basically evolve turn 1 into Luxio, and then we can even start to use disconnecting our opponent with that item lock. There are some cards that can be used to power up Luxray that he can still use that Luxio disconnect attack without Shining Celebi, which is a good thing. And I'm talking about Memory Energy card. So this card provides a Colorless Energy, but when it's attached to Pokemon that is evolution type, that Pokemon can use any previously evolved attacks from those Pokemons that are actually below him. So we can use Luxray with Intimidating Fang ability, and we can disconnect our opponent for 30, maybe for 60 if it's a GX with Choice Band, or maybe even more with adding those Electro Powers as well. It has for retreat, it can use Volt Bolt with the help of Thunder Mountain, with just, for example, Counter Energy for 150, sniping anywhere on the bench. Or it can be used for only one Lighting Energy and one, let's say, Memory Energy, by paying only one energy, which is Lighting Energy, as long as we have Thunder Mountain in play as well, which is broken in my opinion. Dex works pretty well, I'm kind of impressed with it, and I really like it, and I'm probably just going to try to test it in real life and see if it can be even more improved. I also decided to play one Oranguru, one Marshadow, and 2 copies of Tapu Lele for the setup, and for disruption, and for the card draw, for supporter search and stuff like that. For Pokemon search, I'm running 10 ball cards in total, 3 copies of Nest Ball, 3 copies of Timer Ball, and 4 copies of Ultra Ball. So that's insanely huge amount of the Pokemon Ball cards. Also running 4 copies of Electro Power for extra damage, as well as 2 copies of Choice Band. There are also 2 counter gains that says that if we have more prize cards remaining than our opponent, we can use, for example, Disconnect for free, which is again insane. But also if we have counter gain attached, in that case on our Luxray, and counter energy, we can hit for 150 as well. 2 copies of Rescue Stretcher, 1 copy of Switch, 1 Thunder Mountain, and pretty much 7 draw supporters, 4 Cynthias, 3 copies of Lily, 2 copies of Guzma, and 2 copies of Volkner. Really think that this deck don't need more than 2 Guzmas because it's a snipe deck, so why would you need more than 2 Guzmas when you can snipe on your bench, on your opponent bench for 150. 2 Volkners that can help me to search my deck for any item card and Lighting Energy, 12 energies, 4 counter, 4 memory, and 4 Lighting Energy. It's obvious that Shining Celebi can also be a tech in this build, so we can basically with him also use Disconnect without having that Memory Energy, but it's up to you to maybe tech it as well. I didn't find it necessary, but it can also be a tech, as well as that maybe Oranguru with Resource Management. He can fit pretty much anywhere in any build these days. So that's the deck list I'm gonna use in this video. Make sure to hit a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you already didn't, and enjoy in the rest of the video. Alright, so starting with 1 copy of Shinx, there's a Net Ball, Ultra Ball, Electro Power, Volkner in my hand. I have a lot of good resources available for the turn 1 play. Thinking also about playing Volkner, getting myself a Lightning Energy and Nest Ball as well. Always when you play this deck you want to go second. But since I'm playing against Lost March, I decided to let Lost March opportunity to set up at least a little bit. And then I'm gonna start to harass him with my item lock. Okay. Ultra Ball for another Hoppip. So we have 3 Hoppips in play, Lily for 7, so that's more than powerful setup at the turn 1. Double Chorus Energy, the question is, can he maybe find Lost Blender to throw maybe a couple Pokemons in the Lost Zone? Probably not. Another copy of Ultra Ball. Okay. For Skiploom. So he's definitely trying to prepare next turn Skiploom into Jumpluff. Okay, Ultra Ball for my Luxio, so I can disconnect my opponent. I can even do that by pulling my counter energy from my hand, which means that I don't even need to put my Tapu Lele on the bench. But I think I'm gonna try to get Lily in play. Alright, and I also have Marshadow for next turn. Well, one disconnect, 60. Nado is knocked out. I took a prize card. I have 1 prize lead. Plus my opponent can't play his item cards, which is a very good thing. And the question still remains, can he somehow find 4 Pokemons in the Lost Zone in order to respond with a knockout? Answer to that question is yes, he can. He can get 6 of them in a discard pile, meaning that next turn I'm gonna definitely need another copy of Electro Power and my Luxray as well. Since I have my Memory Energy in my hand, that's gonna be more than enough for the knockout against his Nadu. Well played. 3 copies of Jumpluff. And Lost March for 120. Alright. My hand looks awesome. No doubt about that. Memory Energy, Ultra Ball for something like... I already played my Rescue Stretcher in my discard pile, so I'm not gonna discard another Luxio. Let it be for that Lily and Marshadow. And I have another Rescue Stretcher available, so that's okay. I really don't know if I want to risk, so I'm just gonna put that Tapu Lele number 2 on the bench, which will help my opponent significantly because I'm searching my deck for the Volkner, and with the Volkner I'm looking forward for that Electro Power play. I really don't want to take a risk here. I just want to knock that Nadu out, not by using my Volt Bolt, by using my Electro Power and disconnect. So I can item lock him again for the next turn. And literally next turn I can just play my Cynthia in order to get maybe that Stadium in play. And there's a Guzma for my Oranguru. Instruct for 2, so if he can get energy, he can knock my Oranguru out. That would be amazing play, but there's a let loose Marshadow. Alright. And he is back in action. Good thing is that he still can't play that item cards from his hand. Meaning that the max damage he can done is 120. And that's a very important thing. And there's just a counter energy card. I'm disconnecting him for sure. He's weak on me, so I can do that. And there's another Electro Power for me as well. Counter energy attached to my Luxray, not a misplay, but just if he managed to get another Guzma to maybe knock my Tapu Lele somehow out, so I can have that Volt Bolt activated as well if it's necessary needed. And he decided to concede. So that's the GG. That's the game number 1. Let's move on to the game number 2. Okay, let's call the heads. Alright, good thing is I'm probably gonna start second, and that's exactly what I want. No basic Pokemon. Okay, 2 Shinx and Timer Ball featuring Memory Energy and Electro Power. Looks really good. Especially if I can hit at least 1 heads on the coin flip. Garchomp. Oh, seriously. This is gonna be such a pain to beat this deck. But at least if I can item lock my opponent fast enough, he might not be able to play rare candies from his hand, so that can give me a slightly advantage against him. Just for a couple turns until I manage to set up, which can be very important. Right now, the most important thing is to flip heads on the Timer Ball and potentially top deck something useful. It's not that you need to use your item lock, you know, always. Perfect. 1 heads. Not that I need more than 1. And with another Electro Power, I can even knock his Riolu out, but not gonna be lucky. Really want to get rid of those choice bands for now and disconnect my opponent for 60. No item lock, no item cards, meaning that he can't play Rare Candy Garchomp from his hand, but he can still manually evolve if he wants, and if he can, obviously. Even if my opponent decides to use Detect next turn, I can evolve, but still I can't snipe on the bench. So the counter energy says that it provides Colress type of energy, but it will provide any type of energy cards ×2 if you have less price cards, if you have more price cards than your opponent, so that's the case. And we might see Detect play here, maybe even Jab, who knows. But I'm expecting to see Detect. Maybe even Retreat on the bench and Ascension play, who knows. He might even decide to do something like that. But he decided to protect himself with the Detect. With that being said, one counter energy. Prevent all effects of attack, including damage done to this Pokemon, but still disconnect is on the hand, not on the Pokemon, so it can be applied anyways. Oranguru and disconnect. Still, he shouldn't be able to play item cards from his hand, because Detect only prevents effects of attack done to Riolu, not to the hand. That's a huge difference. However, my opponent can add other energy card to Lucario and then use Missile Jab for the knockout if he wants. And that's actually not a bad idea at all. Especially because I didn't get another Luxio in play. He rather decided to attach energy to Garchomp. I can disconnect him for the knockout potentially next turn, which is going to be very important. Alright, so still waiting for that ability, which says that once during a turn, if you have Garchomp in play, you might search your deck for a card, put it in your hand without showing it to your opponent, and shuffle your deck. Probably the most powerful ability in the game at this moment in the standard format, and he decided to return on the Garchomp instead. And use Real Blades for 400. Wow, that's amazing. So I can attack for free right now. And that's a very important thing. I can even add my memory energy, play Instruct. There's a Switch and Lily. Let's go with the disconnect. It's for 60. Still, he can't play that rare candy, which is a very important thing. So I managed somehow to attack for free right now, which might be a key moment in this game, especially if my opponent misses energy attachment, but that's probably not gonna happen because he have that Lucario on the bench. And to be honest, I'm even thinking about sniping him on the bench next turn. But I'm definitely not in a favorable position anyways. All he really needs is just energy attachment. Literally nothing else, because I don't have another Shinx on the bench to follow my opponent. Still, I think the best option might be... Yeah, the problem is because I'm losing my Luxio right now. That's a big problem. But still, he don't have Garchomp maybe for next turn, who knows. And there's a Tate and Liza. One thing is for sure, and that's that I'm gonna need 2 Electro Powers in order to knock that Garchomp out and to prevent my opponent from being able to play item cards. Otherwise, I don't know how I can win. But I already waste 2 Electro Powers already. Something tells me this is not gonna end good for me. Still, he can Quick Dive. What the heck? He wants to slash for 80? I can snipe on the bench, that's very important. Let's see what we can get with the Cynthia. Yep, Rescue Stretcher is the card that I need. He have 2 price cards advantage, so that's a lot. And I only managed to swing for 150 that Garchomp on the bench, but the big problem is that if he have Garchomp, then he's probably also gonna have a energy and also probably a Cynthia, but he don't even need Cynthia because I have weakness on fighting and he have Garchomp in his hand. Alright, I have Tapu Lele available next turn for that item lock, but that's pretty much it. Literally nothing else I can do. Copycat for 4. I mean, still I can... That attack actually saves the day for my opponent, and there's a rare candy for another Garchomp, so yeah, that's probably where I'm losing the edge. He is searching his deck for energy card. Nope, actually for another Lucario. And right now he's gonna search his deck for the energy card. Yeah, I just run in the weakness. What the heck? What? Oh, he didn't play Cynthia. What? Did I miss something out? He's hitting for like 200. How did I survive this turn? Wait, how I survived this turn? Oh, 70. Yeah. Okay. That's insane. That's literally insane. He didn't play Cynthia. I'm gonna need that energy attachment. Um, 150. Say goodbye, Garchomp. Still, he can attach energy, swing for the knockout with double course energy, quick dive. He can do that. And then I'm just searching literally for something like, oh, he didn't play Cynthia turn before, he played Copycat. And that's the reason why I'm probably gonna at the end win this game. Such a dramatic game at the end. And I can just attach one memory energy from my hand and snipe for 150 with my Volt Bolt as long as I have my Thunder Mountain in play. As long as I can keep it in play, as long as my opponent can't move it from play. It all depends on the few next turns and on that ability that he have available. If he didn't play Guzma, it would not be that bad to play Guzma my Oranguru on the bench, for example, and then just quick dive on the bench my Luxray and knock him out, keeping my Oranguru in the active position. That would be perfect scenario for him. But as long as I have Switch, it's not that super good play as it might look. And he decided rather to go with the Cynthia. I would probably just go with Guzma play. Just don't move my Thunder Mountain from play and everything will be fine. Okay, there's the Ansi that can add some damage. 70, yeah, still. Quick dive for knockout anyways. That moment when you decide to play Tapu Lele for Lily, actually let it rather be Volkner, because I can get, I still need to flip hands on the coin flip. Okay, there's one hands on coin flip. All I was looking for. Volt Bolt, 150. Discarding only one energy card. Wow, that's amazing. That feeling is... I can't describe the feeling. It's amazing. Really, it is. So, what's gonna be promoted to the active position? I guess it really doesn't matter too much, because right now I can snipe anything that he really wants to try to put in play, as long as I can keep my Thunder Mountain in play. And he decided to concede the game. Whew. That's a GG. That was amazing. Really it was. Once again, I'm just speechless. Managed to win somehow against Garchomp because he missed that Cynthia play. I didn't even realize that he's hitting for 100 and that I'm reducing the damage for 30, so he flipped for like 140. If there was the Ansi, then I would probably lose that game, but at the end, what a comeback, what a game, what a performance by Luxray. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this deck list. Stay tuned for more videos. I hope to see you next time, so have a nice day and goodbye.